Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Now we started vectors. First exercise we completed. Next concept is addition of vectors. Okay, addition of vectors. Now first of all, what is a vector AB bar? Okay, now if I write vector AB bar, what is it meaning? It means displacement from a point A to point B. Okay, displacement from a point A to point B. Okay, now vector AB bar means it is the displacement from a point A to point B. Okay, now for example if you consider something like this, suppose a boy started from point A, then reach point B. Okay, from point B he reach point C. Okay, so net displacement is what? Net displacement is AC bar. Okay, now if you observe here, AB bar plus AC bar, nothing but net displacement is AC bar. Okay, so net displacement is given by AC bar. What it is? AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar. Okay, but this is called triangle of vector addition. This is called triangle of vector addition. Okay, suppose a boy started at point A. Okay, he reached at point B. From there he reached at point C. So AB bar plus BC bar, net displacement is how much? AC bar. Okay, so AC bar is equal to AB bar plus BC bar. Okay, AB bar plus BC bar is equal to what? AC bar. Okay, this is net displacement. This is also known as triangle of vector addition. Okay, triangle of vector addition. Okay, now how we add? Now this is a vector AB bar. Okay, now initial point of vector AB bar is A bar and terminal point is B bar. Okay, for BC vector BC bar, what is initial point? B bar. Terminal point is what? C bar. Okay, so here to add two vectors, terminal point of first vector has to be initial point of second vector. The resultant vector sum of these two will be a vector AC bar. Okay, vector AC bar, nothing but initial point of first vector and terminal point of second vector. So AC bar is equal to AB bar plus BC bar. Okay, this is known as triangle of vector addition. Triangle of vector addition. Okay, we will discuss one more example. Suppose we have a vector A bar here and vector B bar here. Here 1 2 3 I drawn now. Okay, so first one we have a vector A bar and vector B bar. Okay, now what we know? To add these vectors, whatever vectors we discuss, these are free vectors. Without changing the direction, we can move vector from position to position. Okay, now this is vector B bar. Okay, move this vector somewhere here. Okay, something like this. Now this is AB bar is a vector A bar and BC bar is a vector B bar. Okay, so AB bar plus BC bar, net displacement is what? AC bar. Okay, so AB bar plus BC bar is equal to what? AC bar. Now AC bar is how much? A bar plus B bar. Okay, A bar plus B bar. Okay, without changing its direction, we can move this vector somewhere here. Okay, let AB bar is a vector A bar, small a bar, and BC bar is a vector B bar. Okay, then the resultant vector AC bar is nothing but sum of AB bar plus BC bar. So AC bar is equal to AB bar plus BC bar, nothing but A bar plus B bar. Okay, sum of resultant of A bar and B bar, vectors A bar and B bar. Okay, now here see third diagram, third figure. Now this is AB bar is a vector A bar, AB bar is a vector A bar, and BC bar is a vector B bar. Okay, AB bar is a vector A bar and BC bar is a vector B bar. Then AC bar is a vector A bar plus B bar, no? Okay, AC bar is a vector A bar plus B bar. Okay, now here if you observe AC bar and CA bar, now CA bar means this one, CA bar from C to A, CA bar is a negative of AC bar, CA bar is negative of AC bar. Okay, so CA bar is equal to what we can write, minus AC bar, or else AC bar is equal to minus CA bar. Okay, now AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar, but this is nothing but net displacement is what, 0. Where you started, again you end up there only. Now AB bar means from A you travel to B. Okay, BC bar from B travel to C. Okay, CA bar from C travel to A. Okay, so where you started at A, also end up at A. So this is nothing but AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar is AA bar. AA bar is nothing but a null vector, 0 vector. Net displacement is 0. Okay, net displacement is 0. Okay, this is AB bar from A to you travel to B, this is a vector A bar, and B to C, this is a vector B bar. Okay, C to A. So where you started and you end up there only. So net displacement is what, 0. So AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar is equal to what we get, AA bar, nothing but 0 bar. Okay, now if you consider in a triangle, okay, all vectors in same direction, AB bar, BC bar, CA bar, okay, net displacement will be what, 0. Okay, so AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar always is equal to 0 bar. Okay, now BC bar is a vector B bar. Now I will consider BC dash, okay, BC dash, okay, same in magnitude as a B bar but opposite in direction. Okay, so negative of B bar. Okay, BC dash is negative of B bar, so BC dash bar is nothing but minus B. Okay, now if you observe AB bar plus BC dash bar, okay, AB bar plus BC dash bar, nothing but AC dash. Okay, so A bar minus B bar, this total is how much, A bar minus B bar. Okay, AB bar plus BC dash bar is equal to AC dash bar, nothing but A bar minus B bar, A bar minus B bar. Okay, this is a vector A bar minus B bar. Okay, now here one thing you can observe from third diagram. Okay, first point AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar is 0 vector. Okay, nothing but when the sides of a triangle are taken in the order, it leads to 0. Okay, nothing but initial point and terminal point are same, net displacement is 0, so it is a 0 vector or null vector. Okay, next second point what we have here, AB bar plus BC dash bar is equal to what, AC dash bar, nothing but A bar minus B bar. This is nothing but difference of A bar and B bar. Okay, difference of A bar and B bar, difference of vectors A bar and B bar. Okay, next parallelogram law of vector addition. Now suppose if A bar and B bar represented by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, OACB is a parallelogram, OACB is a parallelogram, OA bar A bar, OB bar B bar are two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Okay. Now what we know, in a parallelogram opposite sides are parallel and equal. Okay. So this OB bar and AC bar both are same, no? AC bar is equal to OB bar. So AC bar is also how much? B bar. Okay. OA bar and BC bar both are same. So OA bar is equal to BC bar is equal to A bar. Okay. Now if you observe, OA bar plus AC bar, OA bar is A bar plus AC bar is B bar. A bar plus B bar, no? This resultant is OC bar. OC bar is A bar plus B bar. Okay, resultant is A bar plus B bar. Okay. So, but this is known as a parallelogram law of vector addition. But that is what it is written here. If we take two vectors A bar and B bar represented by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then their sum A bar plus B bar is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of a parallelogram through their common point. Okay, through their common point. Okay. Now here once again I will repeat. If A bar and B bar are two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then their sum is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram through their common point. So what we have, OA bar plus AC bar is equal to OC bar, nothing but A bar plus B bar. Okay. Also OA bar plus AC bar is what? B bar, no? OB bar is also B bar only. So OA bar plus OB bar is also what? OC bar. Okay. So overall OA bar plus AC bar is equal to OC bar, that is A bar plus B bar. Okay. Next we will discuss properties of vector addition. Properties of vector addition. First property, for any two vectors A bar and B bar, A bar plus B bar equal to B bar plus A bar. Okay. A vector addition satisfies commutative property. Commutative property. Okay. What it is, A bar plus B bar or B bar plus A bar, both are same. Okay. Now from here itself we will prove, from this diagram, parallelogram law of vector addition will prove. Now this is how much more? OA bar A bar plus AC bar B bar. OA bar plus AC bar is OC bar, nothing but A bar plus B bar. Okay. Also OB bar plus BC bar. OB bar is how much? B bar. BC bar is how much? A bar. Okay. OB bar plus BC bar is nothing but OC bar. OB bar plus BC bar is OC bar, nothing but OB bar is what? B bar plus BC bar is what? A bar. So B bar plus A bar is what? OC bar. So nothing but B bar plus A bar. Okay. So here if you observe, OA bar plus AC bar is OC bar, nothing but A bar plus B bar. Okay. OB bar plus BC bar is nothing but OC bar, nothing but B bar plus A bar. So A bar plus B bar equal to B bar plus A bar. Okay. A vector addition satisfies commutative property. Vector addition satisfies commutative property. Okay. Next, vector addition satisfies associative property. Okay. Associative property. Associative property. Now that is, if A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay. Suppose A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay. Now here what I will consider is, I will consider three vectors. One vector is PQ bar is a vector A bar, QR bar is a vector B bar, and RS bar is a vector C bar. Okay. Let A bar, B bar, C bar represented by PQ bar and QR bar and RS bar. Okay. PQ bar is A bar, QR bar is B bar, and RS bar is C bar. Now if you observe PQ bar plus QR bar, PQ bar plus QR bar by triangle of vector addition, sum of PQ bar plus QR bar is what? PR bar. Okay, so PR bar is nothing but A bar plus B bar. So PQ bar plus QR bar is PR bar, that is A bar plus B bar. Okay, next. And one more thing, QR bar plus RS bar, QR bar plus RS bar. QR bar is what? B bar plus RS bar is what? C bar. Okay, so their resultant QR bar plus RS bar by triangle of vector addition, QR bar plus RS bar is QS bar. So what it is? QS bar is B bar plus C bar. Okay, QS bar is B bar plus C bar. Okay, so PQ bar plus QR bar is PR bar, that is A bar plus B bar. Okay, QR bar plus RS bar is QS bar, that is B bar plus C bar. Okay, now observe carefully. Now what we got here, PR bar is A bar plus B bar. Okay, now in triangle PRS, okay, in triangle PRS, PR bar is what? A bar plus B bar plus RS bar is what? C bar. So PR bar plus RS bar is what? Resultant PS bar. Okay, PR bar plus RS bar is A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, PS bar is A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, now one more thing, that is what we have here, QS bar is B bar plus C bar. Okay, QS bar is B bar plus C bar. Okay, now if you observe in triangle PQS, PQ bar plus QS bar is PS bar. PQ bar is what? A bar plus QS bar is what? B bar plus C bar. Okay, so PS bar is A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, here what we got, PS bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Here what we got, PS bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, so from these two what we can write, A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, it is satisfying associative property. Okay, associative property enables us to write sum of vectors A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, without brackets, we can add in any order. Okay, we can add in any order. Now for a vector A bar, if you add 0 vector, for a vector A bar, if you add 0 vector, what we'll get? We'll get the same vector. Okay, now 0 vector or null vector is called additive identity of vector addition. Okay, now for a vector A bar, if you add 0 vector, okay, A bar plus 0 bar is A bar. Okay, also 0 bar plus A bar is also A bar. Okay, 0 vector or null vector is called additive identity of the vector addition. Okay, additive identity of the vector addition. Okay, my next concept, multiplication of vector by a scalar. Multiplication of vector by a scalar. Okay, if you consider, let A bar be a vector and lambda be a scalar. Okay, A bar is a vector and lambda is a scalar, then lambda A bar is called multiplication of vector by a scalar. Okay, multiplication of vector A bar by a scalar lambda. Okay, what we have here, multiplication of vector by a scalar. Okay, if you consider A bar is any vector, A bar is a vector and lambda be any scalar. Okay, then lambda A bar is called the multiplication of vector A bar by the scalar lambda. Okay, suppose here I will consider A bar, vector A bar is a vector of magnitude 2 units. Okay, now here this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit. Okay, A bar is a vector of magnitude 2 units. Okay, now 1 by 2 A bar means I am multiplying this vector by 1 by 2. So what will happen? This size decreases by half. Okay, half A bar. Okay, half A bar direction will be same as A bar, but size is half of A bar. Size is half of A bar. Okay, when you multiply A bar by a positive scalar, direction remains same. Okay, so length may increase or decrease. If lambda is 2, 3 means lambda greater than 1. So what will happen? Length increases. If lambda lies between 0 and 1, length decreases. Okay, so a bar is a vector of magnitude 2 units. Now half a bar is a vector of magnitude is 1 unit. Okay, direction of a bar and half a bar both remains same. Okay, because you are multiplying with a positive scalar, direction of a bar and half a bar, or direction of a bar and lambda a bar both remains same. Okay, now suppose this is a vector of vector a bar of length 2 units, then 2a bar length becomes double. Okay, double the a bar. Okay, now 2a bar length will be 4 units. Okay, now minus half a bar, size is reduced by half, direction is also in opposite direction of a bar. Okay, when you multiply with a negative scalar, direction of a bar and lambda a bar are in opposite direction. Okay, in opposite direction. Okay, now this is a vector a bar. Now minus half a bar, okay, size reduces by half, magnitude is reduces by half, and direction is also opposite to that of a bar. Okay, next minus a bar. Magnitude remains same, but direction is opposite to that of a bar. Okay, opposite to that of a bar. Okay, now minus a bar means a bar is vector a bar is multiplied by minus 1. Okay, now here vector minus a bar is called negative of vector a bar. Negative of vector a bar. Okay, or else we call it as a additive inverse. Okay, minus a bar is additive inverse of a bar. If you add a bar and minus a bar, resultant is what? 0 bar, null vector. Okay, 0 bar or null vector. Okay, multiplication of vector by scalar, when you multiply with a positive number, direction remains same as that of a bar and lambda a bar, direction remains same, and change will be in size, magnitude. Okay, when you multiply a vector a bar by a negative scalar, okay, then direction of vector a bar and direction of lambda a bar are in opposite direction. Okay, next concept is components of a vector a bar. Components of a vector. Okay, now here in 3-dimensional space, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Okay, we will consider 3 points, one on x-axis, one on y-axis and one on z-axis. Okay, let me consider the points a 0 0, okay, 0 1 0 0, 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. Okay, 1 0 0 is a point on x-axis, 0 1 0 is a point on y-axis, 0 0 1 is a point on z-axis. Okay, what we consider here, point A as 1 0 0, point B as 0 1 0 and point C as 0 0 1. Okay, 1 0 0 lies on x-axis, 0 1 0 on y-axis, 0 0 1 on z-axis. Now if you calculate magnitude of or distance between point A to origin, okay, mod OA bar or mod OB bar or mod OC bar. Okay, distance between origin and point A, or distance between origin and point B, distance between origin and point C. Okay, all are equal to 1. No? Okay, so mod OA bar equal to mod OB bar is equal to mod OC bar is equal to 1. Okay, now the vector OA bar, this is a point, A1 0 0 is a point. Now OA bar is a position vector, no? Position vector. Okay, OB bar is a position vector and OC bar is a position vector. Okay, now vectors OA bar, OB bar and OC bar each having magnitude 1 unit. Okay, each having magnitude 1. But these are called OA bar, OB bar, OC bar. Okay, whichever having magnitude 1 unit on x-axis, y-axis, z-axis respectively. These are called OA bar is a unit vector on along x-axis, OB bar is a unit vector along y-axis, OC bar is a unit vector along z-axis. Okay, but generally we will denote unit vectors along x-axis as I cap, unit vector along y-axis as j cap and unit vector along Z axis as k cap. Okay, I cap, j cap, k cap are unit vectors along x axis, y axis and z axis respectively. Okay, that is what it is written here. The vector OA bar, OB bar, OC bar each having magnitude 1 are called unit vectors along the axis OX, OY and OZ respectively, and is denoted by I cap, j cap and k cap. Okay, I cap is a unit vector along x axis, j cap is a unit vector along y axis and k cap is a unit vector along z axis. Okay, now if you consider any point, any arbitrary point p x y z in space, okay, now consider position vector OP bar of a point p x y z. Okay, now here we have a point p x y z in space, now if you drop a perpendicular on x axis, y axis and z axis, okay, now PQ bar, okay, if you drop a perpendicular PQ bar on x axis, coordinates of Q are x0, 0, okay, now vector OQ is x, OQ is x, now vector form what we can write xi cap, okay, xi cap, okay, now scalar component is x, okay, xi cap is vector component, xi cap is vector component, okay, because unit vector along x axis is what I, okay, I cap, so this vector OQ bar is xi cap, okay, OQ bar is a xi cap. Next on y axis OS bar, okay, on y axis point will be what 0 y 0, okay, so OS distance is y, okay, now vector OS bar is what y I cap, okay, similarly OR bar is zk cap because r is 0 0 z, OR bar is z k cap, okay. Now from this point, if you drop from the point P, if you drop a perpendicular on plane xy plane, if you drop a perpendicular on xy plane, so this point is, suppose it is P1, okay, P1, okay, now P1 is parallel to OZ, P1 is parallel to OR, okay, P1 is parallel to OR, okay. Now if you observe here OS P1Q, this is a parallelogram whose adjacent sides are xi cap and yj cap, the resultant diagonal of the parallelogram is OP1 bar. OP1 bar is equal to what? OP1 bar is equal to OQ plus QP1 bar, okay, where OS bar and QP1 bar both are equal, so what we can write OP1 bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap, okay, OP1 bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap, okay. Now if you observe OP bar, what is OP bar? OP bar is net displacement of OP1 plus P1P, okay, so OP bar, okay, vector OP bar is equal to OP1 bar plus P1P, okay, but this is how much OP1 bar already we calculated, no, xi cap plus yj cap, okay, and this is P1P bar is how much? P1P bar is zk cap. So if you consider OP bar as a vector R bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, okay, but this form of representing a vector is called component form, okay, this form of representation is called component form, okay, this form is called its component form, okay. Here xyz are called scalar components, xyz are scalar components, and xi cap, yj cap and zk cap are called vector components of R bar, okay, xyz are scalar components of vector R bar, and xi cap, yj cap and zk cap are called vector components of R bar, okay. Now magnitude of OP will calculate, length of OP, okay. Now first of all length of OP1, okay, length of OP1 length of OP1 is what? Length of OP1, now if you consider OQ bar square plus QP1 bar square root, because it is a right angle triangle. Okay, right angle triangle OP1 is hypotenuse of right angle triangle OQP1. So it will be square root of x square plus y square. Okay, so OP1 is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Now in a right angle triangle OP1P, okay, hypotenuse is what? OP bar. Okay, so OP bar is equal to magnitude of OP bar is equal to square root of modulus of OP1 square plus P1P square. Okay, now square root of modulus of OP1 is how much? OP1, modulus of OP1 is square root of x square plus y square. So its square is what? X square plus y square, no? So modulus of OP bar is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus modulus of PP1 square. P1P is zk cap, so its length is z square. So it is square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, so length of the vector r bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap is given by modulus of r bar is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, now this is regarding components of a vector. Okay, vector components and scalar components, how to write a vector in space. Okay, in component form. Okay, and also found length of a vector. Okay, we'll conclude up to here. We'll continue remaining concepts and problems in next class. Thank you.